Hey, this is Roxanne, and this is the video I promised, the boring but very informative video on how to access information for your research essay from the Columbia College Library online. So let me pull my face off the screen yet again, and off we'll go. Okay, so this is the Columbia College homepage. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. And what you want to do is on this toolbar up here, you want to click on library, and it's going to take you to the library. And what you're going to do is you're going to just scroll down for a minute to see our beautiful librarian, Wendy Griffiths-Bender, who will help you out whenever you need any help at all. Here's her phone number. Here's her email number. Her email address. If you're on campus, you can go see her and she'll show you around. If you're not on campus and you have a question that you really want her to answer, just give her an email jingle or a telephone jingle and she'll call you back. Okay, click on Library Research, and here we are on the Library Research page. I'd like to call your attention as you scroll down to the Research Tools section, and this doesn't really have much to do with the actual research. More importantly, it has to do with how you present your research, how you present your paper. So if you're a little still confused about the MLA formatting, here's a place you can go. Professor Jim Toner created about 12 different videos about presenting work in the MLA format. What he did not mention is that Tahoma 12 is one of the options. He just mentions Arial 12 and Times New Roman 12. So make sure you'll still use Tahoma 12 for my work in my class. Okay, then what I'd like to do again is click on Library Research and call your attention to subject guides. This is very significant because it will limit the databases that the computer will offer to you. What you don't want to do is click on English, because all of the English databases are pretty much have to do with literature, with Shakespeare and Walt Whitman and John Donne and a bunch of different writers from the year 0 till now. You might want that for an English literature class, but for this assignment, I suggest you click on the speech button, and the speech button will have controversial topic databases for you to access. Remember, this essay is a research essay and it's controversial topic, and on top of that, you have an opinion about the topic. There are 2 sites that rock. The first one is the Academic One file, and you click into the Academic One file, and what you do is you can click a keyword, a subject, a publication title, or an entire document. What I'm going to just do here is put abortion, just because I know there's tons of information about it, and sometimes you do get tons of information and you think to yourself, okay, how do I narrow this down? Because there are 7,493 academic journal results for abortion. So how can you tighten that up a little bit? How about California? Okay, so it knocks it down to 1,040. That's still not enough. So how about third trimester? And that knocks it down to 82. And then within that, how about, why don't we say religion? Because there may be some kind of religious thing. Okay, and now we're down to 28 academic journals. And so, and then you can even narrow it more. But this is just an example of how to narrow, and there's When Pregnancy is an Injury, Rape, Law, and Culture from the Stanford Law Review. That is a site that you can consider scholarly because it's Stanford University. Michigan Law Review, Stanford Law and Policy Review. These are all going to be probably legal documents. So well, let's just take a look and see. This part considers other areas of law in which pregnancy is this is more law stuff, so you might not want that. But anyway, this is the Academic One file, and this is how you access what you want. And it takes a while to find what you want. It's not like click, 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 and you get where you're going. What's fun about research, and I know some of you might be saying, research is fun. Yes, research is fun because you have the opportunity to access all of these sites and do some free reading. The other site that you want is CQ Researcher. I love this site, and here's an example why. Every day it'll have the featured report of the day, and this is the future of the GOP. It's dated today, the 24th. Can Republicans gain more minority support? If you click on this, you get the whole article. This is an overview telling you what the article is about. And what I love most is the pro-con. This site has pro-con, which means that you can read on the debate about can the Republicans gain minority support. There's pro, people saying yes they can, and there's con saying no they can't. And both of these people are considered scholarly, they're considered dependable authors, or they would not be on this site. So that's one really cool thing about this site. The other cool thing is not just that all of these subjects are on this site, it also lets you know, as far as Columbia College goes, what are the most viewed sites. And when you take a look here and you realize that we're almost at the end of the semester and all the classes that are requiring research papers, people are doing them now, you can see what a lot of the people at Columbia College are researching. For example, bullying. This is dated April 22nd, 2014, so that's pretty recent. Here's some more related reports: preventing bullying, cyberbullying, which is really, really common now, unfortunately. And then at the bottom of this page, just like at the end of Wikipedia that I showed you, you'll have what's called the footnote section, or basically the same thing as the works cited section. And then you can click on any of these little blue URLs, like Understanding Bullying, a fact sheet from 2013. And you double click on that, and up comes another article. It's an article that was used from the CDC, so that's something you can depend on. And it just tells you what bullying is, and it gives you the definition of bullying. So there we are there. So that's how, those are the two sites that I suggest that you access. Some of you might want to do more than that. LexisNexis is often one that people use a lot. Let's see. There's the procon.org, which has also lots of different viewpoints that are both pro and con. So for example, just something that might seem as silly as school uniforms. There's the pro and there's the con, and you click on the pro and the con arguments and it tells you what they are. So off I go before the 8 minutes hits and everything blows up on the screen. So good luck to you. Email me, call me, talk to you later. Bye.